Hey everyone, welcome back to Python Code Nemesis. In today's video, we'll be understanding about how to create and solve alphanumeric CAPTCHAs with Python. So what are CAPTCHAs? CAPTCHAs, which stands for Completely Automated Public Turing Tests to tell computers and humans apart, are those puzzles we encounter online designed to differentiate between humans and bots. In this tutorial, we'll explore the world of alphanumeric CAPTCHAs, understand their significance, and dive into creating and solving them using Python. Alphanumeric CAPTCHAs are a type of CAPTCHA that require users to recognize and enter a combination of letters and numbers presented in a distorted or stylized manner. They are commonly used to prevent automated bots from performing actions meant for humans, like creating accounts or submitting forms. Why alphanumeric CAPTCHAs? These are more effective because they challenge bots to recognize and interpret characters that are often intentionally distorted or obscured. This adds an additional layer of security to online services and prevents malicious activities. Creating an alphanumeric CAPTCHA generator. To create a CAPTCHA generator, we'll use Python's libraries such as Pillow for image manipulation and Random for generating characters. We aim to design an image with distorted alphanumeric characters to create our CAPTCHA. So this is our CAPTCHA without any kind of distortion. These are all the characters that we are choosing from, and you can add in a bunch of more in there, like 1, 2, 3s, and like let's say special characters, hash, and stuff like that. So once you do that, it randomly joins like some text, like for characters in the range of length, and it creates a string basically, then creates a new image, uses this Arial font with size 40, draws on the image with the CAPTCHA text. So basically when you call this generate CAPTCHA, you specify the image's width and height and the length. So if let's say your length is 8, then it will generate an 8 character CAPTCHA. Usually it is 6, so here we are passing in 6. When the image is created, it is created as a blank image with width and height as the same as we pass in here, which is 200 cross 100. So that's all. And here we are using the Pillow library to create an image, and for the image drawing as well as the image font, and Random for the random characters. That's all we're doing. If you want to go through this explanation, there's like a complete code explanation, like what it does, what this function is doing, how the CAPTCHA text is created, how the image font or TrueType function is used to load the Arial font with a size of 40 points and everything. So that's all. So this will generate just a simple CAPTCHA looking like this, which is of 6 characters, and it should not be distorted because we haven't like added any distortion to it of that size. So that's it. Now obviously in the real world we want a harder version of the CAPTCHA where some of the characters are distorted so that it's harder for bots to recognize and decrypt this. So we do the same thing except that when we this part, so for each character we apply some random rotation to each character so that it looks distorted, and we also blur that image. We use the image filter Gaussian blur image filter from the Pillow library to blur it. So let's look at the code explanation. All of the code is same, just this part of the applying random rotation is different. So if we look here, each character is drawn in a separate image and then rotated by a random angle of minus 30 to 30 degrees. As we see here, you can change this value to like make it even more rotated, but that is going to be difficult, right? Like you can't just like rotate it by 180 degrees. That will be way too much, and that's not required. This is a good set of values. Distortion is applied to every character by shifting nearby pixels randomly, simulating a warped effect. So let's look at where it's done. Yeah, distorted image. Yeah. So some random distortion is applied here by changing the pixel values around it for the effect of a distortion. The distorted character images are pasted onto the main image with appropriate positioning and offset. A Gaussian blur filter is applied to the entire image, adding a subtle blur for further distortion, and the final captcha image is displayed and saved as captcha.png. So as you can see, this is like pretty difficult, but a human will be able to understand this, and a machine will not. Hopefully not for this point. Yeah. And as this is a small program which will crypt this captcha, like which a computer can write. Sometimes it's not as accurate, but obviously we are progressing with computer vision and everything. So we have PyTesseract, and make sure to import Tesseract OCR before you execute this code, or some of your functions might fail. So import PyTest, like pip install PyTest and Tesseract OCR, and then execute this code. And try it out with different captchas, different levels of blurring, different levels of rotation, warped effects, to see how and where the computer is able to understand and where is it that it can't anymore. So that's it. This is a quick explanation of the code that we used above, which uses PyTesseract, and that's it. That's basically the code to read a CAPTCHA image, uses Tesseract OCR to recognize the text, and prints the extracted CAPTCHA solution. Coming to the conclusion, creating and solving alphanumeric CAPTCHAs in Python showcases the power of automation and image processing in modern programming. By understanding the inner workings of CAPTCHAs, you can develop solutions that balance security and user experience. Whether you're building more robust online security measures or experimenting with image processing techniques, this tutorial equips you with the knowledge to explore world of CAPTCHAs in your Python projects. So let's say you're just building like a login application, or like something that you for your hackathons or anything. You just want to add that extra layer of security and, you know, make sure that your data is secure, and the person that is logging in, that's an authorized person, that's an authenticated person, that's a real person, and that's where you'll be using this. So yeah. And that's it for this article. Feel free to leave feedback in the comments. Really appreciated. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and spread word about this channel, Python Code Nemesis. In case you found this an exciting read, go to my Medium and leave some claps too. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Happy coding. See you in the next one.